In this lecture, we turn to everyday corporate life. HR teams debating vacancies, managers chasing deadlines, analysts drowning in spreadsheets, field sales logging visits, and operations leaders hunting for waste. Artificial intelligence is not a distant lab experiment here. It is a set of levers that, when pulled with discipline, raise productivity, improve decision-making, and reduce drudgery. When pulled carelessly, it breeds surveillance, bias, and cynical efficiency that erodes trust. The choice belongs to leaders and employees willing to learn, set boundaries, and redesign work, not just automate it. Recruitment remains slow and noisy in many African firms. CVs pile up, interviews drag on, and great candidates vanish. AI can triage applications against clearly defined skills, extract structured profiles from unstructured CVs, and flag promising non-traditional candidates with adjacent capabilities. It can help craft inclusive job ads, screen for mandatory qualifications, and automatically schedule interviews. But this power demands guardrails. Remove proxies for social class, audit models for disparate impact by gender and region, publish the selection rubric, and keep a human decision-maker accountable. Used this way, AI makes hiring faster and fairer, not colder. Once people are inside, performance and learning should be evidence-driven without becoming dehumanizing. AI can synthesize signals from projects, peer feedback, CRM activity, and customer outcomes to surface strengths, risks, and development paths. Learning platforms can personalize content, recommending microcourses that align with real tasks. A sales rep receives negotiation refreshers before a high-stakes meeting. An analyst gets a 20-minute module on time series pitfalls before a forecast. Managers gain dashboards that surface coaching opportunities rather than relying on vague impressions. Yet numbers are not judgment. Encourage evidence, then conversation. The metric opens the discussion. The manager and employee agree on context and action. In day-to-day operations, AI is the quiet colleague who drafts first versions so humans can refine. A product manager asks for a concise brief from scattered emails. A finance analyst requests a variance explanation from ledger data. A customer support lead receives suggested replies prioritized by sentiment and risk. A field engineer receives step-by-step troubleshooting based on similar tickets. Document generation, meeting notes, and follow-up tasks can be drafted automatically and reviewed in minutes rather than hours. The point is not to flood inboxes with machine-generated text, but to free human attention for judgment, negotiation, and creativity. For sales and marketing, AI turns raw activity into actionable guidance. Territory planning combines historical conversion data, travel constraints, and seasonality to propose efficient routes. Proposal engines compile case studies, legal clauses, and pricing options into a draft tailored to the prospect's industry and size. Churn models flag at-risk customers early. Generative tools craft targeted campaigns and test multiple variants without hiring an agency. None of this replaces relationships. It simply ensures that scarce human energy is spent where it generates the most revenue. Risk and compliance also mature with AI. Expense audits can flag suspicious patterns. Procurement analytics can spot shell company clusters or price anomalies. KYC checks become faster through document extraction and cross-database reconciliation. Internal audit can prioritize reviews by modeled risk rather than calendar routine. But governance must keep pace. Version every model, log every decision aid, separate monitoring from line ownership, and empower ethics committees that include staff representatives, not just executives and vendors. A word about productivity theater. Some leaders use AI to count keystrokes, take screenshots, or rank people by vague activity scores. This is a shortcut to distrust and attrition. Real productivity comes from removing obstacles, clarifying goals, and giving teams better tools. Replace surveillance with transparency. Define outcomes, co-create metrics, share how AI contributes to evaluation, and guarantee appeal routes. People who feel respected will use AI to do better work. People who think they can game the system will. Change management is a hinge on which everything turns. Start small. One workflow, one team, 1 month. Then measure cycle time saved, error reduction, revenue lift, and employee satisfaction. Share wins and lessons, adapt policies, and scale. Provide prompt libraries and data hygiene rules. Run brown bag sessions, and nominate champions in each department. Invest in foundational skills, data literacy, prompt discipline, privacy awareness, and basic automation. Pair this with a clear statement of what will not be automated, e.g., disciplinary decisions, final hiring choices, performance ratings without human review. Psychological safety is not a luxury, it is an adoption strategy. Prefer tools that integrate with existing systems, run on modest hardware, and offer transparent pricing. Negotiate data residency appropriate to your jurisdiction, insist on exportable logs, and avoid vendor lock-in by requiring open APIs. Measure ROI honestly, hours saved that are redeployed, revenue gained that is attributable, and risks reduced that are evidenced, not imaginary multipliers on a slide deck. Declare that AI augments people. It does not replace accountability or ethics. Publish a short, living policy, what data you collect, which models you use, how you test for bias, where humans decide, and how employees can challenge outcomes. Invite unions or staff councils into the governance loop. A company that treats its workforce as partners will unlock the compound interest of trust, faster adoption, better ideas from the front line, and resilience when things go wrong. The future corporate winners in Africa will not be the loudest adopters, but the most disciplined. Firms that use AI to shorten the gap between intention and outcome, protect the humanity of work, and turn saved minutes into better service, stronger products, and shared prosperity. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thank you for listening.